Hello and welcome to Storytime. I'm Mr. Read and he's Mr. Read too. Now, that's better. A little less crowded. My story today is being delivered. Lovely. Ooh, fancy. With style. Thank you, Cara. Very nice. Lovely. Now, today's story is called A Very Small Big Birthday. Once upon a time, there were two babies who were born on the very same day, only minutes apart. They were born in the same city, in the same hospital. And most incredibly of all, they even had the same mother and father. I think they must have been twins. But they didn't look alike. Well, for starters, one was a boy and one was a girl. They even had different names. The boy was called Fionn and the girl was called Rosie. Hello, Fionn. Hello, Rosie. 2 years after Fionn and Rosie were born, wow, they were 2 years old. And this birthday was a little bit different from all the other birthdays they had. Well, they'd only had 2 other birthdays because, well, they were only 2. The day they were born, well, that was obviously their first birthday. But then when they were 1, they had their second first birthday because they were 1. But this time, well, this time they were 2. The 2 of them were 2. And how that time flew. And this birthday was different because, well, they couldn't invite people to their birthday party. There was a nasty virus floating around and no cure had yet been found. But Fionn and Rosie lived near the beach, within 2 kilometres, so they could go for a run and still have lots of fun. They played in the sand, splashed in the water, they saw seagulls, and dogs, and other people too. But those other people were all practicing social distancing. Rosie and Fionn didn't know what social distancing was, so they didn't care, didn't spoil their fun. And when they came home from the beach, they had birthday cake. Yum, 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 yum. And they had a birthday party with their mother and father, or their mummy and daddy, and their brother and sister. Fionn and Rosie had a brother and sister called Katie and Oisín. So Fionn had 2 sisters and 1 brother, and Rosie had 2 brothers and 1 sister. So that was 6 kids plus Fionn and Rosie, which meant there was 8 kids. And then Katie had 2 brothers and 1 sister, and Oisín had 2 sisters and 1 brother, plus Katie and Oisín was another 8 kids. That was 8 and 8, it was 16 kids! And then, on top of that, they all brought their parents. So Fionn's parents were there, and Rosie's parents were there, and Katie's parents were there, and Oisín's parents were there. So that's another 8 on top of it. There was 24 people there. So there was loads of people at the party after all. And Fionn and Rosie had a great day. And they didn't care about COVID-19. Because you know what? They were the cute too. And that was much better. And they both agreed, even though the 2 of them were 2, Fionn was 2 and Rosie was 2 too, that next year, the 2 of them would be 3. The end. Now, if you've written a story and you'd like to send it to me to share with everybody, please write it down and send it to the address, as always, MrRead.Storytime@gmail.com. Until the next time, be good.